Oh, morning all, it's Smart here again, and yeah, this is just a quick video this morning to test my new webcam microphone and to just show you something on the charts that I find interesting. And yeah, so hope the audio's okay on this. I bought a couple of cameras to see which is the best mic, and I'll probably try the other one later. Now on the charts today, it looks like we've kind of run out of steam a little bit with the silver price. Now I'm going to go back to the weekly chart. Originally I'd thought that the funnel was going to be up here at 18 for these moves, but I just wanted you to have a quick look at what happened at the top of this rally and compare it with other times. So generally what happens when you get to the top of a rally is you get one of these gravestone dojis. So let me just show you what they'll look like. So try and make it as big as I can. So if I highlight the doji here, so here we've got a gravestone doji, it's the green one. What happens is that the market rallies and rallies and rallies, and then at the top of the market we get what's called an exhaustive high, which means it rallies up but there's no support for any further momentum to the upside. So it goes up. In this case it went up to what I was targeting around about the 7.5 mark, which is what I said in the last video. So it went up, almost touched that 17.5 mark, and then there was no further rally, and it exhausted itself, and that's where these gravestone dojis come. They are a line like this, and then a little bit unstraight this morning, and then it goes to the top of the line and then it falls back down to the bottom, and they're called gravestone because they look like a gravestone in profile. Now generally when you get one of these, that particular run of the rally has had trouble finding any further upside momentum, and you generally find them at the top of a lot of these rallies. For example, on this rally here we've got one there. This one has like what's called a top, a spinning top at the top of this one. I'm in trouble a little bit with my shapes today. Didn't quite get to the bottom of that candle, was more in the middle, and same for example this one's not as interesting, but again exhaustive highs. They go to the top of the candle and then force back down again because there's no further momentum available. Okay, so on its own not indicative of what's going to happen, but I wanted to just show you something else about the shapes in this particular move now that are different to what they were before. So I'm going down into the hour charts. Okay, let's have a look on the rally side. We've got this rally coming up. It forms like a capitulative falling wedge, up, falling wedge. So we've got wedge there. Okay, that's bullish. We've got wedge here. That's bullish. And then we've got the exhaustive high. Okay, let's have a look on this side. Okay, we start. There's a slight difference in the pattern here. This is rising wedge. Okay, capitulation. Rising wedge. Capitulation. Rising wedge. Capitulation. Final exhaustive rising wedge with an exhaustive doji, capitulation, and another rising wedge, capitulation. Okay, so it's different. If you have a look on this side, you do get the grinds are longer, and then you've got a pop. The grind's longer, and then there's a pop. These are a grind up and then a capitulation down. The pattern is different. This side is bullish. I'm going to just note these on so that you can see the difference. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting way of spelling it. Okay, on this side you've got falling wedges and uplifts. Falling wedge, uplift. On this side you've got rising 3, capitulation, rising 3, capitulation, rising 3, capitulation, exhaustive high, capitulation. You see on this side you've got an exhaustive high and then a fall. On this side you've got a grind across and then a lift, a grind across and then a lift. And that is how you tell what kind of, I mean, on the face of things you would say this is a falling wedge in its entirety, like this. The problem is that I think that this particular high here marks the end of this current rally. I mean, I might be wrong. If for example we get some significant further news that Russia and China are going to oppose the Yemen crisis, then that will rally this further up. But in this case, because there was very few buyers when it was hitting 17.4, 17 towards 17.5, it's made this a more exhaustive pattern, and we've got rising wedges all the way down on this. So I guess what I'm saying is let's take care on this particular one on the long side, and if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would say that this is the top in the short term. I mean, what might happen is we might grind across and then go back up, but the market likes symmetry as well, and as you can see on this we've got a fall down to the 15 mark at the beginning of November, and then a rally up in December, and then a fall down, and then a major spike, a fall down, and we're at the symmetrical corner of this pattern again now, and it would be nice and symmetric if the price were to fall again in this type of manner, to make it similar to the other side. So then kind of we've got this pattern like this. Don't want to make too much of this, but it does bring symmetry to the shape, and we do seem to be following this type of thing. So yeah, I think on the longer term charts, I'll look at the weekly chart, I've pulled my funnel in a little bit, so we're kind of more like this. Okay, I think I've hung. Right, okay, I've got a little bit of a... Oh, they're okay, working again now. That's good. So, just to finish off, I've made a bit of a mess of the chart with the patterns, but I think you see where I'm coming from. I think that we've come to the end of this particular move at the moment, and I think that we're going to see some more downside from where we are, but it depends on the news in Yemen, and yeah, hope that's been useful. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel. That'll help me bring the content to you, and I'll catch up with you next time. Speak soon. Over and out.